The Central Valley is home to 4,000 of our employees and their families. So it's a community that means a lot to us. Half the people in this town work at the wonderful company. We started our philanthropic work here years ago because we wanted to improve the daily lives of everyone living in the community. My husband and I considered it our moral obligation to do something. Over a 10-year period, we've added all these important things to the town of Lost Hills. But still, there was something missing.
I was trying to go to school to become a teacher, but I was struggling financially. I had no money to commute. I had no money to buy my supplies. There was a point where I thought about giving up.
Yo trabajaba y cuando se nos terminaba el trabajo buscábamos otro lugar para irnos. Ese es 5 a 5, todo el día. Perder comunicación con los hijos y desobligación en la casa.
I was an absent parent. I was always gone, working, trying to provide for my kids.
I knew if I could find a way to truly empower the women living in Lost Hills, to give them something that would make them contributors to the household income, give them a sense of pride in their great talent, and a sense of community with the other women, that we could really create magic here. I've known Niki and Simon for years and own some of their extraordinary, imaginative pieces.
We're the Haas Brothers. I'm Simon.
I'm Niki. I'd say that I'm the sculptor and the humorist in the relationship, and Simon would be the inventor and the obsessive philosopher in the relationship. Well, Simon and I will do drawings together and we'll come up with a plant that we want to make. Simon will break that plant down into sections that would be like sort of, this is a leaf, this is a branch. And then he'll go, what program can I create that can build that shape?
Simon couldn't find anyone to do the intricate beading that he wanted in this project. And I said, I have girls for you.
Lynda suggested doing it in Lost Hills. There were a lot of women who needed the work there, and they're all good with their hands.
So take the end that you don't want to have visible and just put it through a couple of beads so that it disappears. Teaching this beading method is difficult because it is not a sort of standard flat beadwork. It's a three-dimensional form that is based on abstract logic.
We're creating these 3 tall palm trees that go into the show we're doing at the Bass Museum.
We decided to make plants because they're made of leaves and little berries and all sorts of small parts that can be done from home.
Y gracias pues a los hermanos Haas. Si ese trabajo no hubiera existido, no sé dónde estaría ahorita.
Le di una sorpresa a mi esposo, pagué el carro.
It's brought me this sense of belonging in society, not being a burden to it.
The work has allowed them to stay home, and they can still produce the beautiful beadwork. And that's the magic, really.
Mi parte favorita de pertenecer a las hermanas Haas es convivir con las demás mujeres y que todas nos ayudemos entre sí en el trabajo.
We're there for one another. We love each other.
So our next project with the Haas sisters is going to be Microfreaks. They're like collectible sculptures, basically. So we keep these 20 women employed year after year. And ultimately what that means is that the whole practice is going to be more sustainable.
To Lynda's credit, her stakes were very high. She took a big leap of faith on us. She had invested so much into Lost Hills, and I think she understands that you can't bring in hope and then take it away, or make promises that you don't keep.
When you work hard at work, that's nice. People buy your product, you hope you're adding something. to mankind. But when you do this kind of work, it's the most rewarding work of my life. It's hopefully my legacy. I think that many of the Haas sisters lived in a virtual cocoon. And this process is bringing out those butterflies. I see them becoming, perhaps someday, the leaders of this community because of the empowerment that it's given them.